Hey, bless up, fam. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all doing well today. It is a beautiful day, isn't it? Lord knows it's a beautiful day. Let's see who we got in here. All in the homestead, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Hillbilly LLC, good morning. What up, Shy? What's going on? Popping. That's what's up. We'll catch the replay. That's cool, Shy. Thank you for dipping on in. Thank you for dipping on in. You have a beautiful day. Be safe out there. ATM Tim, how you doing? How y'all feeling today? I wanted to tell you all welcome to Eco Nation News. Y'all let me know how the weather is looking in your vicinity. We were at up in Georgia a few days, maybe the day before yesterday or yesterday. We just got back and it was cool. It's pretty cool in Georgia. See if I can get this sun position right. Because I kind of want to be in the shade, but then same time, let's see. Yeah. What's the temp looking like? I'm great, thank you, and grateful to be here. I'm glad you're here, all in homestead. I'm definitely glad. Whole new perspective. How you doing? Good to see you. Whole new. I've been in. Okay, thank you for being in the ass. I appreciate that. Good morning, Eco. New to the chat. Welcome. Welcome. Y'all welcome. Welcome, how you say it? Desi? Desi girl? Is it Desi? Welcome, Desi girl. Y'all welcome, Desi girl. ATM 10. It feels good outside today. Yeah, it feels good. It's just starting to warm up, y'all, right here. I did not look at the temp, but I guarantee you it's high 70s right now. Hello, Eco. Hello, everyone. South Carolina. Yeah, girl. What's going on? How you doing? 50s and what's going on? Do y'all understand it's the end of May? We're getting ready to enter into June. And these temps are crazy. It should be 90 degrees right now. It should be a strong 90 degrees right now. I'm not complaining, but it's been chilly. Be Rich, bless up, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good, Be Rich. Good to see you. Yeah, the temperature has been kind of crazy, you know. I don't understand the temp because at this time, we normally couldn't even hardly sit outside because of the heat. You would have to do everything you would need to do normally before 10 o'clock. But here we are. Here we are. So we're going to be grateful no matter what situation we're in. Be Rich, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man, as always. Don't forget to smash. What's up, Vision? How you doing? Vision. What's going on, man? You got time to be in the live? I appreciate you taking the time to be in the live. Thank you. Addict. Hapoy, how you doing? Much love to you. Much love to you. Hey, let's jump on in. You know, I gotta pack this in because my battery is just about dead on my cell phone. I've been having some problems trying to charge it. You know, these days, if you don't have the exact right plug sometimes, it's hard to charge and what have you, you know. I noticed I ain't even brushed this out. My bad. I ain't got the lead effect, you know. It is what it is, you know. It's on the homestead. Just kind of woke up. Bro, you know, I will make it. Hey, man, I've been catching you too, man. I've been catching you too, my brother. I've been loving a lot of material you got over there, man. With that said, a lot has happened over these last few weeks. So welcome to Eco Nation News. Some of this news you may or you may not be able to use. So I want to welcome you in, and I hope you all are having a blessed day. So we're going to start off at the top of the headlines. It's been a couple of weeks since I did Eco News. I've been getting requests, and I do apologize, but you know there is a life outside the Eco news, and I have to keep everything balanced. And when it's not right, I can't do it. But when the time is right, I definitely would do it. So my apologies, but I'm going to try my best to be here in a timely manner. I know it's normally on Sundays, but yesterday we did a little traveling. We got back home, wanted to take care of a few things, and I'm pleased that we were able to take care of a few things. But we're going to start off with Sean and the Chickette. So there have been charges filed against Sean and the Chickettes. And what the charges are, Silky Smooth sits next to, or is housed next to Sean and the Chickettes. And with that said, Sean has filed a discrimination charge against Sean and Chickettes. Sean or Silky Smooth is feeling a different way or some type of way because Sean is getting all the action from the Chickettes. And then we also had another petition filed about equal opportunity for the Chickettes. So there's a lot of charges flying around, and we're trying to keep Eco Nation calm and cool. But in reality, the chicks, they have an issue with not having the right equal rights to have the opportunity to choose who they would like to be with, whether it's Sean or Silky Smooth. They feel like they are limited with options because they're trapped inside of with Sean. And then Silky Smooth or Keith Sweat is feeling a little in his ways because he says he does not have the opportunity, at least if he could have been transported with the other chicks, but he's isolated by himself, and he's filed a discrimination charge against Eco Nation. And we're going to do our best to represent Eco Nation in the best way we can. We're going to truly do our best to come up with a fair trial. We're going to keep you posted on the updates and the transition of this. And we understand that every chicken has its own brain and mind. We understand that life should be granted with opportunities. As you all know, one of those situations, we had a lot of stuff going on. We had 11 chicks, and 10 of them were murdered, allegedly by Sean and Cray Cray. Cray Cray was charged and she was prosecuted. She was released from Eco Nation, and Cray Cray lasted a couple of days, and something got a hold of Cray Cray. And rest in peace, Cray Cray. We did lay her to rest a few weeks ago, had a beautiful ceremony. I thought she was sent off in the right way, but that is the price you pay. If you do not want to work with society, and there should be rules of engagement, and I know sometimes we may not feel them as fair, but we try to be as fair as we can on Eco Nation. We try to do the best we can, but at the end, there has to be a decision made. So I'm hoping that you all will stay tuned on the upcoming list of events for Sean and the Chickettes, as well as Silky Smooth. We will transition into the other chicks. Let's see. It's called the Grand Solar Minimum. Sun is going into a cooling phase every so often. Who is that? Y'all's girl. So thank you for that insight. They say that the earth can't protect itself, but apparently the earth doing the job. We just gotta adhere to it. We don't have a choice, really. I'm getting some canning in this morning. I'll be listening. I appreciate that whole new perspective. Thank you. Kathy B, what's going on, Kathy B? How you doing, Kathy B? What's up? Good to have you. Silky Smooth ain't happy. No, he's not happy. Vision. Silky Smooth is locked into one cage, and this is the problem. This is something you need to consider if you don't have any chicks or chickens. So for those of you that are new, Silky Smooth is our new addition. He's a silk breed of chicken. He has feathers all around. Check out the previous video. Silky Smooth is very silky. He's very smooth. We call him Silky Smooth, and we also call him Keith Sweat. So if you ever hear Keith Sweat or Silky Smooth, we use those names interchangeably. But Silky Smooth is a fighter, not height, not tall in stature, not big in size. But the previous owner says Silky Smooth been known to put some roosters to sleep. And I really don't want to risk losing Sean. Sean is our uh, black copper Moran rooster. We've raised Sean and chickettes from baby chicks, and they have been blessed to survive. Over 10 chicks started out, and fast forward, we're down to 3 chickens. We had to get rid of 5 roosters. We didn't want 5 roosters, so we got rid of 4, and we kept Sean. Sean was our last one, and we lost a few along the way. So that's where we are right now. They're in a container together. They're in a pen together. We got Sean and 2 chickettes. They're together, but they're right next to Silky Smooth. And Silky Smooth is quite upset, and he feels like it's a discrimination due to the silk and his smooth voice. So we're going to address those issues, because we don't want anyone on Eco Nation to feel like there's discrimination. We don't want to feel like no one has been treated either better or worse than the other. We try to treat everyone equally, but we understand that chickens can't do certain things that maybe rabbits can do, as squirrels can do, as other birds, in order to protect the organization. So there are limitations to myself, as well as Gigi and Lil Gigi and everyone. Cassandra, South Fulton, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. Be Rich, what's up, man? Let's see. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. And the beat goes on, for real, for real. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see who we have. Who else we have. All right. Now we're going to transition to a new story. I'm glad you're doing good, Kathy B. Jesus loving. Black copper Morans are a great breed. Thank you. Black copper Morans are quite different. We have some Rhode Island Reds mixed with a little something else. In another section, they came in with Silky Smooth, and I separated them. We kept them separated because they lay eggs on a consistent basis. And the problem with that community is, if we bring in Silky Smooth in there, we're going to have fertile eggs. And we have given eggs to loved ones in the past. We haven't had this issue, but the previous owners told us sometimes when they went to crack some of the eggs, they were fertilized and they saw little embryo chicks. And of course, we share our eggs with our family and some friends as well. And we wouldn't want anyone to have that. So what we do, we separate the egg layers, only hens. That's the only ones that are in that pen. And so anytime when we do want to breed, we will bring in Silky Smooth and we'll isolate those. But right now, Silky Smooth is in isolation. Let's see. You need more silky ladies. The problem that I have with these silky ladies is some of these hens are Silky Smooth babies. And you know how that is. You know, I got one with a comb over on the side with some hairy legs, and nothing worse than having hens with hairy legs. And of course, I'm not gonna go in there to shave those legs and do all of that hairy stuff. So there's a lot of confusion going on inside of that area. And right now we're not ready. We're trying to maintain and keep as many chickens as we can. As we transition our article to our next section, there was some murder that took place. And I know right now these are tense moments, and Eco Nation is a nation of peace and love, but everyone, it is a nation of survival. We've had break-in. We had Ricky, the raccoon. He's a big, thick boy. I don't know how in the world he got in the pen with those chickens, but one night we were awakened by 1:38 in the morning, and there was screaming from this one particular hen was screaming with all her life, and I couldn't see anything. My flashlights were not charged. I walked outside with me and my friend. We walked out there, and I couldn't see anything, so I fired a warning shot. The screaming stopped, but the clucking continued, and all of a sudden I heard some rustle and the cage rattle, and straight up the tree went Ricky. So Ricky ran up the tree. He was in full attire. He had his mask on, Ricky the raccoon. He scaled up the tree in record pace, and I could not see where he was. I wanted to see where Ricky, because Ricky was armed and dangerous. And with him being armed and dangerous, he put me and my friend at risk. My friend shouted out. When my friend shouted out, he ran up the tree. My friend was anxious to handle that situation, but without us actually seeing Ricky, it put us in a compromised position. So we kind of stood a little bit away from that situation. And all of a sudden, Gigi came out and she saw Ricky climb down the tree and run out and run into the woods, and that my friend couldn't get a clear sight on that particular Ricky, and so we weren't able to engage. But we are still, there's posters set up, there's a lot of different things. We are going to get Ricky, and Ricky will not continue. Thank God that particular hen survived. It was mutilated. A lot of feathers were gone. Its back was virtually ripped open. That chicken is hobbling, but it's still here. That chicken has been a great resource, because rest in peace, we did lose one of our black Moran chicks that made it out of the 11 that Cray Cray did not kill. That one survivor was a victim to Ricky the raccoon. Ricky, if you're watching right now, you will pay. You will pay, Ricky. You will pay. Hear the sound of my voice, Ricky. Mask won't save you. You will pay, Ricky. More to come. It won't happen on my watch at all. More to come, y'all. Stay tuned. David Corey, what's going on? King David, what's up? Desiree, how you doing? How y'all doing today? You too sick. Oh, we getting them. We getting it in. Silkies are cute. They cute, but from what I'm told, this Silky Smooth, he's like, don't let the smooth taste fool you, you know? So I gotta be cautious. I'm thinking about putting the two. I'm thinking about putting Ricky and Silky Smooth together. I've heard that roosters can cohabitate. I do remember growing up, there were several roosters in my great grandmother's pen, and they were able to cohabitate. I think at one time we had a maximum of 3, but there were some scufflings, and there were, I guess, things were set in order. I'm not sure if I'm willing to risk that. I do want to maintain the black copper Moran. I may wait till I get one more black copper Moran rooster. What's going on? Everybody speaking to everybody. Have you thought about a solar motion light? Great. Who asked that question? All in Homesteader. Due to the fact that we have, this is the woods of the beautiful great state of Florida, and in these woods, it's hood. In these woods, they care less about a motion detector light. They care less about electrical fences. They care less. They do respect my friend shouting out. So that's one good thing, but I can't keep having my friend shout out every time we see or hear anything. We're trying our best to fortify the coop. We have had several escapes. We had one of our new hens escape that continuously escape. How did she escape? I'm not sure. She has to conform her body like Ricky did. We tried to seal up everything, but she always escaped. And to her demise, she is no longer with us. We do believe, when I discovered, well, Gigi discovered a body yesterday. It was underneath the cabin. We did see we connected that crime to our new pup. Our new pup, every time our new pup gets something, it goes up underneath the cabin and tucks everything underneath the cabin. So when I obtained whitetail neck was wrong, like she was snatched around. She wasn't eating. Her feathers were not stripped. Her neck was exposed. And in other words, we had to charge our little pup to the game. I did the final test. I took whitetail and I buried her yesterday. And I put Annabelle on top of her. And our little pup tried its best to go and scratch around where I laid whitetail to rest. Little pup has gotten into quite a few things. The problem is little pup is a blessing. Little pup is a companion. If y'all seen the video, y'all seen little pup. Little pup is no longer with us. I had to make an executive decision to give little pup away. Little pup is now with mother, and little pup will enjoy the rest of her life. We're not ready to obtain dogs right now. We need a place to house our dogs when we're not here. And I've also made the decision that I will raise a puppy, and I will keep my puppy inside the pen with my chickens and let my puppy grow up with the chickens before I introduce. Little pup was getting ready to be an adolescent, very rambunctious, getting into a lot of stuff, tearing up pots, tearing up plants, and ripping up materials underneath our RV. And it just was the right move to do. We would have loved to keep him, but with us and in our travels and our coming and goings, we cannot be here to spend quality time with little pup. So we gave her to someone that could truly spend enough time with little pup. So just in case you don't see little pup from time to time, that's the reason. But we will be looking forward. We have motion detector, going back to All In Homestead, we have motion detector lights throughout our perimeter, down some of our pathways, and especially around our chickens, we have motion detector lights as well. And the cam shows that when they pass by the motion detector lights, they do like this. They look at a water puddle, they adjust their hair. Ricky and his gang, he adjusts his mask to make sure everything's good. They pretty much kind of profile and they welcome that light. That's not a deterrent whatsoever. Set live traps. You know what? That's a thought. Great suggestion. I've been thinking about doing that. Also, my friend suggested, my friend with the big mouth suggested we just sit outside and just kind of hang out. And my little friend said, I'll take care of that whenever they do come out. So I don't know. I'm looking at options. We got options. Most wanted, yeah, Ricky the raccoon, the most wanted. Ricky the raccoon is the most wanted. I would think that bobcats would have caused me more pain. I would have thought that coyotes would have caused me more pain. I would have thought foxes would have caused me more pain. But Ricky right now is thugging it out, and we're gonna put it to rest. I use a 330 Connie Bear during trapping season, but they're dangerous. We will consider our options, Hickabilly. And I noticed out on your homestead that you got a lot of wildlife as well, and we will consider our options. So thank you so much for that. TLC, how you doing, TLC? Thank you and welcome in. Rooster will have a pecking order. That's what I'm thinking, David. I'm thinking about letting them thug it all the way out. I mean, let the best rooster win. And look, the chicks, let me tell you, it's a cruel life. I did not realize that chickens were so rough. I got the set of Rhode Island mix. They're in with another surviving. So let me go back. Let me rewind. Y'all be patient with me because there's a lot going on. It was 2 weeks. A lot happened. So y'all remember the first batch, we lost 10 out of 11. The 11, I transitioned to up to the rest of the hens. Ricky got hold to that one, plus mained another one, full grown one. Ricky raided the coop, took a lot of eggs, made a whole lot of mess, put feathers all over the place. But in between that one that survived, we had another one batch. So one of the black Morans that still seemed to be, I guess, on the nest, there was eggs that were exposed for days, but because the temperature were high, I think they still incubated. So we had some chickens start to hatch on their own. One of the surviving chicks is now over there. That's the small one. If you see my last video, that's the small one. And it survived Ricky. Now this one kind of acts like Cray Cray. It may be Cray Cray's baby. So stay tuned because she will get, let me tell you, those chickens peck her every single day and throw her around, and she just all over the place. She just all over the place, and she still runs up underneath them and peck. So I think she may be Cray Cray baby. She may just be Cray Cray. Not sure. Long live Cray Cray. But we have that little chicken. That's a black Moran. That's a survivor. Not sure whether it's a rooster or a hen. I think Gigi said that it may be a rooster. If it's a rooster, a Cray Cray and rooster, that's a combination. We will see. We will continue to see. If I get 2 black Moran roosters, I'm gonna let all 3 of them thug it out and see what happens. Straight up. I'm gonna let them all thug it out and get in there. Great days. How you doing, Food Forest? Many blessings to you. There's always comeback. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'm about that life, right? And then my friend says he's about that life too. And he got a couple other friends, and I don't know. We may do some trapping, and then my friend, I might release him to my friend, or I don't think I ever had Ricky soup before. Y'all let me know if y'all had Ricky soup before. I might try a little Ricky soup. Hey Robin, how you doing? How you doing, Robin? Rest in peace, rest in peace, Whitetail. Whitetail was the escape artist. It was 2 chickens. Well, they're the smallest of there were 8 chickens that we bought. They 8 hens and 1 rooster. The rooster is silky smooth. 1 hen escaped. We couldn't bring that one home. We had 7 remaining. So we had Whitetail, didn't make it. And now we're down to 5. Eco, get a guard goose for your chickens. David, I don't want no other animals, man. I'm just straight honest with you. Long live and fight for all, but right now I just don't really want no animals. And I damn sure don't want to hear no goose. I mean, these roosters right here alone, they crow all day. And I'm getting somewhat used to it. Some days it's very tolerable. Like today is not an issue, but some days I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. And I don't want to take care of nothing else right now. What I want to do, I want to get good at what I'm doing. I want to fortify the area, and then I got to build in some more substructures and everything like that, so I can have a good fortified place. I can feed, and if I need to be gone for a couple of days, they're good. Everybody's good. There's no special arrangements for no type of animals and none of that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna learn my territory, but I appreciate that. I'm just not used to getting another animal right now. It's more to take care of. Little pup voted up. This is the thing. Eco Nation is a place of peace. It's a place of tranquility, and you have to play fair. We understand we're gonna lose some. That's nature. We all got to eat, because if it hit the fan, everybody's gonna be out for each other. I'm just keeping it real. I'm making this place a natural living sanctuary. But if there's ever a time where let them get comfortable. So if there's ever a time, we will all eat and we will all be in a land of plenty. How you doing, Hudson? What's going on? How you doing, Hudson? Okay, let's see. Yeah, he got voted off. Definitely got voted off. Gots to go. Gots to go. Ricky's on the run. He can be on the run all he want to, but he get hungry sometimes. He coming back. I gave them a live trap. Me and my Smith. Well, just in case you don't know, if you're new to the channel, my friend is my friend. Yeah, ain't no Smith and Wesson though, but yeah. Anytime you hear my friend, that's my friend. That's my friend. Everybody speaking to what's going on? Yeah, Ricky, just invite Ricky to leave by the means. So next, hey Gigi, how you doing? Welcome in, Gigi. So let's do this. We're transitioning. Y'all kind of up and up on the chickens, right? Little pup, y'all up on little pup. Let's talk about the cabin. We are getting closer. We're still a long ways from the beginning. Just on the cabin, we have almost ran the sewage line to the cabin. If y'all haven't seen the video, check out the previous video. You'll see the update on the sewage piping to the cabin. I'm excited about that. And then we also are in the process of moving the RV down to the septic tank. Once we do that, the RV will not be permanently housed there. It's just temporary until we can get everything done in the cabin. And then we're going to transition to our cabin. And then that will be that phase 2 beginning. And that will be the cultivation of something beautiful. And I can't wait to get to the part where we can transition out of the RV into the cabin. So that's coming up. Y'all stay tuned. Annabelle is still not doing well. I am still deciding what I'm going to do moving forward with Annabelle. Annabelle is not built for what I need. And I'm on the fence. Annabelle is a great machine, don't get me wrong. Mahindra makes a brilliant machine. It's just not designed for what I need. I need an excavator. I need a front end loader. I need a skid steer. I need a lot of stuff to move what I need to move for this land clearing. And these trees are getting stronger, and the gauge of the Annabelle is strong enough to do the job. Annabelle can push down a good sized oak tree, pine tree. Annabelle can pick up trees, no problem. Hydraulic, horsepower, no problem. But the actual gauge or the durability and the exposure of hydraulic lines and just this environment, I would need to build a whole cage around Annabelle, and then I would have to get all new, heavier gauge accessories for Annabelle. So I'm gonna have to make a decision whether I'm gonna have to be patient and save up the resources to get someone to come in and do it, or I'm gonna have to really get creative and look at some other alternatives on trying to get this land cleared. So with that said, we've gotten the update. My battery is running low. I'm not gonna keep you long. Can someone explain why my hen is mounting another hen and putting them in a hen? Urban? Is there a rooster in there? Urban, is there a rooster in there? Let me ask you another question. I learned something. I don't know where you all been paying attention, but they talked about the different chicks that you can buy. And they talked about the certain sexes and all of that. Y'all do a little research. And I just want to say, do a little research. And you'll be amazed on what kind of chickens that people are selling. And these sexton chickens, on how they know and can determine the sex and all of that good stuff. Do some research. And y'all hit me back up and let me know what you find. Y'all let me know what you find. Hey, Messy Homesteader, how you doing? headed to the garden, but still, I appreciate that. Donkeys are good. Yeah, yeah. I love donkeys. I got some donkeys. Some of my neighbors got donkeys. Donkeys are good. But donkeys for eco? I don't think so. Think about it. I have no fencing. I have no place to put, um, yeah, I just, right now is the time for us to focus. And that's my problem. One thing I want to warn you all, if you got a homestead, it's so many rabbit holes you can climb. And then also, there's nothing wrong with going down some of those rabbit holes because sometimes you need to step away from projects. One thing I want to share with you all, raw land, nothing, no fencing, no nothing, right? No piping, no infrastructure, no electricity, no nothing. Then you got to think about this. As you try to just get creature comforts, those are projects. Those are a lot of projects. And it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, right? So when I just try to prep for a puppy, for a donkey, for a goose, for a goat, I got to make sure I clear a place just for the goats to be until I can get the area that I want the goats to be fenced. Then once I find the area that I want the goats to be fenced, I have to clear enough area to put some fencing around. I don't know if you're used to Florida woods, but when I tell you in Florida, there's vines, there's sticker brows, there's everything. There's no quote clearing to just even lay down an electrical fence because the electrical fence gonna be all up on everything, right? So keep that in mind if you're considering doing things. First, if you just say if I go get a goat right now or go get a donkey right now, I go get the donkey. I have no way to bring donkey from one place to another. I gotta learn how to care for a donkey. I don't know nothing about donkeys. I can ask my neighbor. I gotta feed that donkey. Then I have to build a place just to hold that donkey until I can get a pasture or area for that donkey. And then I have to fence and secure that. And I'm quite sure I gotta buy an electrical fence to keep the donkey in there because I've watched donkeys slide up underneath fence. I watched donkeys jump over fence. I watch donkeys pick up fencing with their teeth and pluck it out the ground and shift it to the side to walk over. So with that said, I gotta make sure I'm prepared and ready. Neither am I financially or time-wise ready to do any of that stuff. This is real life. I am not a millionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I'm just like you and me. I'm an everyday working person that has nothing but the clothes off of my back and this property here. And I just have to take it slow, slow, slow. So the first phase right now is secure the family, get them in a structure that can be, imagine right now you don't have any electricity, no running water, no sewage, no gas stove, no big refrigerator, none of that stuff. How long do you want to live like that? I mean, it's adventurous, but after a while, it gets to be a challenge. So right now, I'm like that track running horse running with blinders on. I'm just getting it. I'm thinking about secure the fam. I got a little Gigi, the closest to the finish line. I got to push it all the way there, at least to get the infrastructure there, get everything put in place. Then I got to secure our homestead, get everything laid out, get everything put together. And the goal is not to owe a 30-year mortgage. Granted, I could switch this light off at any time and just say, screw it, I'm gone, go get me a nice, comfortable chair, cable TV, and watch somebody else on YouTube homestead. But this is something that we really want to do. We really want to push forward. We really want to move this is a challenge. This is about discipline. This is about organization. This is about truly being free. As Led said yesterday, truly being free. What is freedom? Freedom means I owe no man nothing. Will you owe somebody something? Yes, you will owe somebody something, but limited amounts of owing somebody for something. This is a society where you owe people. But I want to be able to pick up cans and say nothing disrespectful to the people that pick up cans or mow yards or say, welcome to Walmart, even though that's going to be eliminated real soon. But I want to be able to have a 10 to 15 hour job and not miss a beat. And then generate revenue off the homestead. I want the homestead, I want this channel, I want other avenues that I'm doing to generate residual income, and I want to create a place that I can share not only with my family but also to you. And I want to motivate and encourage you all to think outside the box. And I realize that the journey right now is hard, but guess what? Once I have my squatter, once I have my AC, once I have the roof over my head, once I have the water, once I have the heat, once I have the food for us, once I have all of that stuff, it's going to be good times. It's going to be fellowshipping times. It's going to be times of jubilation. It's going to be times of peace. And guess what? When I hear a big, loud truck running and it's a flatbed, I don't have to worry about it. Is it coming to get my car? Is it coming to repo my house? I won't have to worry about that. I won't have to worry about today. I want to go right down the street to a beach and not go to a job and not feel guilty and not put my family in jeopardy. I want to be able to go for a nature walk on my property and not feel obligated to do anything. I want to be able to, me and my friend to go for a walk, and me and my friend to yell and shout out, and no one is there to stop me. I want to be able to walk hand in hand on the path with me and Gigi. I want to be able to allow my grandkids to run free without being shot, without being accused, without being taken, molested, raped, none of that stuff. I want a world where we can be truly free. And even if you just don't live here, anytime that you do come to Eco Nation, I want it to be the most freeing, empowering experience you have ever had. In order to do that, I gotta lay the infrastructure down. I gotta put everything together. Fencing, all of that stuff, increase in security will come quickly. And as it comes, we will fortify this place. But it takes time, it takes resources, and it is a marathon, not a race. Because I know that we will conquer this thing. And I appreciate y'all encouraging, and y'all have no idea. They will take the place of a rooster sometimes. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know, you ever heard that song, Locked Up? Locked Up? You know, everybody got their needs, you know what I'm saying? It's called adaptation, you know what I'm saying? It's called adaptation. Chipper is great to make new soil and mulch from the forest. Yeah, I agree. Now, we don't have a chipper, but what we've been doing, we've been burning a lot of our old wood, and we still continue to burn. One of our parts of recycling, when we get paper products, when we burn our trash, all of our paper products, we also include wood in there, and we take that ash and then we spread it as well. That's something that we do as well. J33S, how you doing? How you doing, my brother? I think I saw you on Vision live, if I remember right. That's right, speaking existence, already there. You right, Grace? Grace, I'm trying, look, we will speak in existence. How you doing? Grand Rising to you too. Joy in the process too. Who said that? M. Edwards, thank you. That's something I'm learning. This is a learning laboratory. This is something that I don't have the answers to. And I'm hoping that you all learn by watching us. Hopefully you all are watching. I had a few people who say I learned that I don't want to do that. That's fine. But those that you want to do it, don't let the challenges talk you out of it, because look, I'm doing this right now, y'all. There's nothing like it. I take my bike, I ride these paths, I do my own trails. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. You wake up in the morning, you feel refreshed, you feel rejuvenated, you get up with the sun, you go down with the sun. I mean, it's nothing like this. There's no peace that I've have had since I've been around on this earth, except for right here, y'all. It's a lot of benefits, and they far outweigh those small things. But I just want to share with you all things that never was told to me. Never was told to me. I only saw the beautiful things, you know. Let me go back. Is that hands in the dirt? How you doing, Stacy? How you doing, man? Bless up to you, man. Good to see you. Let's see. M. Edwards. What's going on? Midnight Green. How you doing, Midnight Green? One day at a time. That's all we can take. Pooh Bear. How you doing, Pooh Bear? Callie. What's going on? One day at a time. That's all we can do. I mean, you can't do no more. God, I love this channel. But my day is started, and I have veggie dog. Hey, take care. Take care, Food Forrest. Take care, Howie. You are well on your way. You know what? I do feel like we're well on our way. After a while, one thing is kind of like riding a bicycle. You just start to get that momentum. You start to get that movement, and some things is not easy. You get scrapes and you get bruises along the way. And one of the things I want to share with you before I get ready to leave, because I'm less than 10% on my phone, is I want to tell you that it's a mental thing. Most of life challenges is not just physical. A lot of times we get caught up in physical, we get caught up in things, we get caught up in people, we get caught up in situations, we get caught up in our situations, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we may want to be some way, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, or a combination of all of them. We don't make the choice on this life that we were given, but we have to take the time to really look at the blessings that we have as we maneuver along the way, y'all. Sometimes the challenges are not the people around us, or not the circumstances, not money, not opportunity, but it's us in our brains and our minds. If we could just unlock the potential that we have in our brain and our mind, and truly know ourselves and truly love ourselves and pour into ourselves, there's nothing more frustrating than depending on other people to pour into you. There's nothing more frustrating. If you ever want to be frustrated, or you will ever want to feel less than, is to expect somebody to pour into you. If you ever want to feel like you're not worth something, or you're not where you want to be at, and then you're looking for other external pieces to add to you, you're putting yourself in a bad situation. Know that you are worthy, and know that you're worth it, and invest in yourself, and know that you need to pour into yourself. And what does that mean? Some people like, pour into me, pour into me. Sometimes when we're feeling down and feeling bad, we go over to a friend's house, or we may call a friend, or sometimes we feeling broke, or we feeling destitute. We go and we ask a friend for something, or we do this, or we do that. And when that friend or that loved one or that family member don't give us what we want, or sometimes we take our roadster out of the garage, or take our motorcycle, and then we feel like that motorcycle ride and taking that ride will give us that energy that we need to pour within ourselves. We got to be content with when we go to that friend or family member house and we ask for something and they say no, or they don't give it to us, or we don't receive the message we feel like we should receive, or if we just need someone to just acknowledge our presence, or feel like that we are worth something and we get that feedback. Sometimes we need that feedback, don't get me wrong. But when we feel like that's the foundation and principle on our internal happiness, we start to lead astray and we're going to lead to disappointment and for unfulfillment. When we feel like we getting on a certain object or doing this or pursuing a certain thing, and then when we get finished, we still feel empty, you realize then that you put a lot into education, you put a lot into a job, a career, or other resources, and then you see that you still feeling empty. Take a deep look at yourself, and then mentally think about you are enough. You are good enough. You are enough to do what you need to do in life. Other pieces are blessings. It's if someone comes into your life and helps you with something, that's a blessing. But know that that idea, that dream that you have, you're enough for it. Doesn't mean you don't need any help, but don't let just because your expectation of a person, they don't meet their expectation, don't let that stop you from pursuing your dreams, your goals, and your vision. Don't let that stop you. So know that you are enough. You had the idea, you had the concept. You keep pushing, you keep going, you keep growing. You learn from your mistakes, you build on your mistakes. And when those come along your way and give you a hand, give you a help, you're appreciative, and you let that be your motivation to keep going. It's time out for us to keep expecting someone to fulfill our dreams, the ideas, our goals. It's time for us to take the first step. It's time for us to step up and step out. Step out on what? On something that can't be seen, can't be touched, can't be felt, right? Some people call it faith. Some people just call it hope. But you got to step out. You got to believe that you can do that. But what does it take to even make that first step? It takes that mind, that mindset, that mind prep. Prep your brain that you will survive. I've had people tell me, I can't do it. I won't do it. Hell, if anybody told me that this is what I would be doing, I wouldn't have did it, right? But if anybody told me this is how I felt in doing this, I would have been did it. So all I'm saying is, no matter what it is, whether it's homesteading, whether it's education, don't let the reason why you do it is because of pleasing people. Don't go get the education where people say because of $1. Don't go get this job just because you feel like, hey, people will look at me different. This position will make me feel this way. That's emptiness. That's disappointment. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you visualize it. Do it because this is a goal and a dream of yours. And when you do and you move as such, you'll feel more satisfied and more whole based on your decisions. But when you go out and you try to do everything to be pat on the back, to be acknowledged, to be received by others, you'll find that there's emptiness in there. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with doing things that pleases others, as your parents, as your loved ones, as people close to you. Nothing wrong with that, but don't let that be the whole totality of your life. No different between eating. Don't let sugary foods, don't let meat, don't let water. Too much of anything will consume you. So take your time in life. Take the time to learn yourself and mentally prepare yourself for greatness, because you are great. If you can hear this right here, know that you are enough and you are great enough to accomplish your goals and your dreams. You can defy those odds. You can be the answer to those solutions. Take that step and push forward. And understand you're going to be by yourself. You're going to be butt naked by yourself. You're going to get some thorns, some thistles. You're going to get some interruptions. You're going to get some cackling. You're going to get some naysaying. You're going to get a lot of stuff, but keep pushing on. Because if you look around, you'll get some people pushing you along the way. But the reason why you going along that path ain't to see people push you along the way, but it's to be focused on your goals and your dreams. And just because you do get people to push you along the way, that's a blessing. Look at those as little blessings, but don't look for them. Look for the goal, look for the end of the journey, and you can push forward and you can achieve it. And before you know it, you'll achieve it. And when you achieve it, it's up to you to share it. And share it with somebody, and then try to share it with as many people as you possibly can. As many people as you possibly can. Whatever way you can do that. If you're just talking to 2 or 3 people that you only know, get to know somebody else. So y'all be blessed and be well, and don't forget to keep on growing. I'm out. Y'all stay blessed. Take care. Love y'all.